The game is a 20-minute game for 1 to 5 players in which you work together to play as many cards from the deck as possible. If you manage to get every card out, you win. See how well you and your friends are able to communicate and cooperate together. There are 4 row cards and 98 number cards in the game. Number cards played after the 1s must be in ascending order, and after the 100s must be in descending order, no matter how far apart the cards are. When the game ends, your score is equal to the cards you couldn't play. A lower score is better, and if your score is 0, you beat the game. Each player has a hand of 6 cards. For a 2-player game, each player has 7 cards, and for a 1-player game, you have a hand of 8 cards. Decide together who will start. On your turn, you must play at least 2 cards into the 4 piles, but you can play as many cards as you like. Place the cards one at a time to give your teammates a chance to communicate with you. You can play all in the same row or in different rows, and in any sequence you like, as long as you follow the rule that the rows must go in ascending or descending order in their respective piles. Once you finish your turn, draw the same number of cards you played that round. Then play passes clockwise. There is one exception to the rule that allows you to play cards in reverse order. In the ascending piles, you are allowed to play a card that is exactly 10 lower than the number showing on the pile. In the descending piles, you are allowed to play a card that is exactly 10 higher than the number showing on the pile. You can do this as often as you like on your turn, at different times or in different piles. Throughout the game, you can communicate freely with the other players, except to tell them the exact number on a card in your hand, or to ask for the exact number on a card in their hand. Phrases like, "Don't play on this pile," or "Don't make a big jump on this pile," are totally acceptable. If the draw pile is empty, you are now only required to play a minimum of 1 card on your turn, and you draw nothing at the end of your turn. If you run out of cards, play continues without you. The game is over as soon as a player cannot play the minimum number of cards required, whether or not the deck is empty. At this point, count the number of cards that were not placed in total from players' hands and the remainder of the deck. Less than 10 cards remaining is an excellent result. If all 98 cards were played, you beat the game. To start the game, place the 4 row cards on the table and deal each player the appropriate number of cards. Decide together who will begin. We're Games Explained, and that's how to play the game.